Slide number 14, regulatory compliance and code of conduct. Imagine a professional game of football being played in a giant stadium in Kolkata or Mumbai. If there was no referee on the field, the players would start pushing each other, and the rules would be forgotten, and the whole game would turn into a mess. In the massive world of the Indian insurance market, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India acts as that essential referee. They make sure that every player, including the companies and the intermediaries, follows the rules to keep the market honest and safe for every citizen of our country. This session is about the high standards of behavior you must maintain to keep your license and your professional honor. According to the sources, your journey as a professional is governed by very strict guidelines to ensure that the public trust is never broken. Let us first look at how you receive your power through appointment and authority. Your professional life is governed by the IRDAI regulations of 2016. After you successfully pass your insurance examination, a designated official from the insurance company will formally appoint you as their agent. This is not just a job but a legal authorization to act on behalf of the company. You have the choice to become what we call a composite agent. This is a very special authority because it allows you to represent one life insurer and one general insurer and one health insurer along with one monoline insurer all at the same time. This means you can provide a complete circle of protection for a family from their life and health to their car and home. However, you must remember that you can only work for one company in each category because you must remain loyal to the products of the company that appointed you. Now we must discuss what the sources call the big no-nos or the prohibitions that you must avoid at all costs. These are the red lines that a professional must never cross. The first prohibition is called rebating, which is found under Section 41 of the Insurance Act. This law strictly prohibits an agent from passing any part of their commission back to the client as an inducement to buy a policy. In our local language, some people might call this a kickback or a bribe. You must never offer a discount from your own pocket or offer any gift to a customer to make them sign the papers. This is because insurance must be bought based on the need for protection and the quality of the product and not because of a small cash favor. If you offer a rebate, you are lowering the value of your own professional advice and breaking the law of the land. The second major prohibition is multi level marketing, which is often called 1950 or a chain system. This type of business where you get paid for recruiting other people into a pyramid is strictly prohibited in the insurance industry. Insurance is a professional service based on individual advice and not a scheme for building a network of sellers. The regulator wants to make sure that every agent is directly responsible for the advice they give to their own clients. The third and perhaps most serious prohibition is misappropriation. This is a legal word for the embezzlement or the stealing of premium money. Sometimes a customer might give you cash for their premium, and you might be tempted to use that money for a few days for your own personal needs before giving it to the company. This is a very serious crime The moment you receive money from a client, it becomes a sacred trust that must be deposited with the insurance company immediately. Using a client money for even 1 hour for your own use is considered misappropriation, and it will end your career instantly. If an agent is found to be breaking these rules, there are very heavy and painful consequences. The first step the company or the regulator might take is suspension, where you are stopped from working while they investigate your actions. If the guilt is proven, the next step is the cancellation of license. This means you lose your right to work as an insurance agent, and you lose all your future commissions from the policies you have already sold. But the most permanent punishment is blacklisted. Your name and your details are entered into a centralized database or a blacklist that is shared with every insurance company in India. Once your name is on this list, no other company will ever appoint you, and you will be banned from the insurance industry for the rest of your life. It is like a permanent red card that stays with you forever. In summary, regulatory compliance is about much more than just following the law. It is about maintaining your honor as a professional and a leader in your community. By following the IRDAI regulations of 2016 and avoiding the temptations of rebating or misappropriation, you protect your career and your family future. You are the architect of security, and your foundation must be built on the solid rock of ethics and honesty. When you act with integrity, you do not have to fear the referee. Instead, you become a respected professional who provides economic stability to the country while earning a good and honest living for yourself. You must always remember that your mandate is to protect the trust of the public. To wrap up this part of our study, you must see yourself as a professional who holds a high office of responsibility. By staying away from MLMs and ensuring every rupee of premium is deposited on time, you build a reputation that will last for decades. The regulator is there to support the honest agents and punish the dishonest ones. Does this explanation of the centralized blacklist and the rules against rebating help you understand why maintaining a clean record is the most important asset you have in this business? Or should we discuss more about what a monoline insurer is?